for Nuke as well. They're pretty strong. I think they can take it 2-0. Let's see if I'm right, though. This pistol ramp, Sinners, they push their way forward, go towards this B site. It's kills back and forth, but with it being left in a 3v3, Alzerk puts it a man up for Dignitas and for Sinners. Now with Heap shutting down Oscar on the flank, it's all on Zedco, 1 versus 3. And last time we cast Sinners on Overpass, I apologize, on Vertigo.
No longer any information on where these players are lingering. Spots out Freiburg, fires off a shot but can't connect it. And as he goes for the higher angle, Heap's able to eliminate from behind. Dignitas, they take it 1-0.
Damage is still damage, and that's something they're going to be painfully aware of as the push goes through. Beastick tries to cover the distance between him and Heap. Heap, though, able to be good for one. Trade there by Zedco. Man advantage now for Sinners. And as Freiburg goes for the high ground, good. Bold decision considering how low his HP was, but Shock hits some wonderful shots to shut down Forest, leaving Lecro alone in a 1v4. I'll tell you what, Josh, Sinners, they've been able to recover pretty damn cleanly. As that Grope brings out a few shots to the smoke, tries to catch out the odd member, tries to at least make it easier for himself, but the reality is he really should just be saving here.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, damage, I suppose, but it's only on to these Desert Eagles, and as he finds himself one, he's tagged down to 7 points of health. That is definitely his cue to fall away and save, but look at this flank. He'll surely be eliminated by Neofrag here as he falls right back to the B site. Neofrag gets messy, but he does win it, and it goes 1-1. Brilliant round there from Sinners, really off the shoulders of Shock.
He spots them out, he deploys that molly, tries to hide for the time being, and well, there's a follow-up push goes through. We see them pressure him down in the back line. The back 10 from Beastick rings true. He's traded out by Freiburg, sure, but the ground's been taken. And as Freiburg's actually able to double down there, it leaves us in a 4-on-3 with Shock deploying util where he can just to make his life a bit easier. Freiburg so low, it's a miracle he's still alive, and with that, Freiburg tries to pull ahead. They're able to shut down Shock, goes down into a 4-on-2. With Neofrag trying to come out on top. Players reveal themselves. Nades go down. Oscar good for 1. Follow-up nade goes through. Oscar swings wide, shuts down Forrest now, puts it into a 2-on-2. And now Heap in a lot of trouble as Oscar gets ready to try and duel Halzerk. In a second now, we'll see that swing with a bit of damage done. Heap good for 1. Halzerk hits his shots. And it's a beautiful recovery from Dignitas there. As he gets ready to try and make his way off this site, Lecro spots him out. There's the first kill, and now that should spell the Dignitas attack. Neofrag, he trades. Beautiful shot before Lecro is able to double down on him. Now Beastick needs to be pretty damn careful, considering that Lecro above the smoke might be able to catch him out. Forrest will tap that bomb once, however, through the smoke. Is he caught out? No, it doesn't matter. He gets the defuse. Sinners again on a retake, fail, and Dignitas, they find their second round in a row now. Sinners, their best choice now is to just hit this site and get that plant.
Lecro spamming away at these members. He does a lot of damage, but he can't stop them. He can't find the kills. And as Freiburg comes in from the flank, previously he had success with it. This time, he gets a headshot. Forrest, he just can't do any more than that single kill. It's a nice off angle, but he needs some teammates there to support him, and with low health as well. Well, if you pretend that these Deagles are AWPs and you hit those headshots, then why not? Right now, though, this flank coming in from mid, it's going to cause problems towards this B side. Beastick, he needs to be eliminated, and as he's still causing havoc, I think this is going to be a comfortable round from Sinners, one that they took an early casualty in. They took a lot of damage to Zedco, but they've been able to recover it nicely. Holzerk just looking to try and trade out his fallen teammates, and there we go. Holzerk finds Beastick, might be able to double down onto Shock here, picks up the AK, does so. With no kit, there's no chance at actually winning this round, but this damage is very impactful. You look at the money on Sinners, there's really not too much of it, and Holzerk, he's actually going to push in to find another kill. He's not able to do so. Sinners, it's not looking like they're actually going to spot out any of these members just yet. Considering Dignitas have done a full lap of the map, it's surprising that they've not been challenged yet, but as Sinners start to funnel into B, these USPs might be good for a couple of kills. Oh my goodness, they're actually making this happen.
So that's a Neofrag now, alone in a 1 versus 4. Here's the USB. Forrest, he finishes the job. No one's really able to catch him out just yet, though, as Sinners, they continue to just show presence. A few shots ring out. Freiburg, he's good for 1. Zedco to trade, but with a bit more damage done either way. Shot, he's ready to swing towards the side, but Oscar's there to hit the shot. Oscar doubles down through the smoke as Neofrag hits Forrest. Just like that, it all collapses, Josh. Ooh. Absolutely perfect round from Sinners there as it falls down to Halzerk. He's just got to go save. There's no money left in Dignitas either. Freiburg, he's got nothing. Granted, Forrest is a little bit, as does Heap, Halzerk, and Lecro. So I guess you could buy up, but me neither. And with Heap having to lead this charge, the only real power from Bar Deal is Scouts, and well, it's Neofrag to just Frag. He just deletes them now. 2 quick kills. Third one's a bit messier, but it does not matter.
Holding on to these 3 weapons, definitely the game plan here. And with that loss bonus starting to build as well, they will actually be able to drop a couple of weapons to Heap and Freiburg and go for another investment in the next. They need to make sure they're not hunted here, though.
That they do. Frag shuts down Forest. There's the opening, but on the flip side, it's down to just Halzerk and Letcro. Oscar, beautiful shot to Halzerk. Letcro now alone. He's just carrying on the A side. He's trying to hide. Shock peeks into him, though. He's tagged down, and Neofrag should try and finish the job here if Letcro peeks into him. That he does. Just able to survive, but you don't survive B-Stick, who allows Sinners to take a victory in this first half.
You know, as well, an angle that we never ever see at pro level because it's completely ridiculous, but it was one that in a pug that I was playing the other day, I kept getting screwed over by as that kind of lurking player, is actually that position. You know, in the elevator shaft, you can drop down and there's a little ledge that you can hold. That's a hell of a lot of damage there. Before I go down into that little rabbit hole, they've only really got Letcro to contend with. Of course, Forest is there on the fast rotation, but as the flashes rain over the top, Letcro, he can't do anything. Further flashbangs force him right back to the pillar, and oh no, he's fallen off the map. That's a shame.
That's heartbreaking. It now falls into a 2-on-2, and well, as the bomb goes down, if Dignitas lose this round,
really rough. 2 versus 2, still a very winnable situation here for Dignitas on this retake. And with Heap finding that headshot, it falls onto Oscar's shoulders. He does hit the first flick. And with not too much time left on this bomb, he really needs to spam through this smoke. But no, he anticipates the fake from Heap, despite the fact that the smoke's on the C4. And Oscar, he'll just hold on to that AWP, and with it, allow Dignitas to take 5. Yeah, I was going to say, you don't normally see flashbangs on a building site, yeah, but...
yeah. Just know that your sense of balance is tied to your ears. So if you're hearing like a deafening sound, that's why people stagger quite a lot.
You get all wobbly, yeah.
Yeah. For these remaining players in a 2-on-2, I can't help but think that for Sinners, another retake on hand. Forest, he wins the aim duel. B-Stick now in a 1 versus... Well, now make it 1 versus 1 as he's forced away. He's got Letcro to worry about, and it's time and time again Sinners. The only thing that lets them down is their retakes, or afterplants even, as Nick has to push their way forward. It's only a flash in the hands of Letcro. As the peak is teased, Z-Stick, he spots them out. He'll deploy a flash of his own just to push forward, but the bomb is applied for him once again. Letcro swings wide. B-Stick hits a beautiful shot. And with that, Sinners, they make it 10-5. As they swing into him, he's stick down instantly, and his back's away now. Here comes that attack.
Well, as they start to rain in, the pistols, they're doing the damage. Oscar, 3 headshots. The trades do come in, but that's absolutely huge. Neofrag with another, and Freiburg, as he falls away, he's got the C4. He's going to dart his way towards A. Look at that. Really leading the charge. When you look at Zedco's kill count as well, the only other member that's dead, so the only other number we can see, you realise that there's quite the gap.
So push their way forward. Now B-Stick hiding towards sandbags is a beautiful angle. Right now Dignitas don't have any utils to try and force them out either. It's going to all come down to just timing and, well, just a matter of praying that they're not caught out. But B-Stick, as he gets ready to push around from the sandbag, Heap's the first man to worry about. Heap falls anyway. And now for Halzerk, this scout needs to go huge, but does it? No, it doesn't. B-Stick shuts him down. Neofrag covers his teammate. At least Forest alone in a 1 versus... Is he okay?
He's saying no. He's saying he's not okay.
I can't do it. That's what PTSD looks like on the battlefield.
I think
I can't fight him anymore.
Yeah, maybe. Hiding in a little corner. They haven't got long to hold this one up, but look how many members are about to swarm into them. That incendiary might slow things down a little longer. The flash that accompanies Zedco's peak, but he can't get anything done. The Desert Eagles, they're tearing through this defense. These members are unarmored, and it's not even needed. Look at this. Look how fast these shots are. The lack of Kevlar, it doesn't make any difference because Sinners aren't even given a millisecond to fire off a shot. I like that Dignitas have shown us this little burst that kind of says, we're still here to win this. We're not just going to roll over and let you have vertigo. Look at this. Yeah, run out.
For Dignitas, this late ramp control can be pretty detrimental. There's Heap shutting down Neofrag as he tries to fumble a nade, and just like that, Dignitas, they got a man up. And with a trade onto B-Stick as well, that's a beautiful spam by Heap, and
Yeah, damage dealt there. To be honest, with Dignitas' current economic state, I think they'll be able to kind of brush that one off. And
he's not had a great game, and for now, as he waits to see where this attack comes from, sure, he's got Shock there to assist him, and Shock has had some very flary kills, especially for him now, consistency. And Shock good for one, Zedko's there to trade, but in this, what will now be 4-on-4, it's now just Zedko versus anyone who pushes into him. Switches to USP, can't quite finish the job though, because he's taking Halzog with him. That puts it level pegging. The molly means that Forest has got to push forward, and for Neofrag, he's in a position now where he could actually shut down Forest with a well-timed spam. A pretty good round from Sinners so far, especially with Forest falling. And now Heap in a 1 versus 2. He's not been able to plant yet. He's got to go aggressive, but with 30 seconds left, time is of the essence. So right now, time is playing to his detriment. As he punches in those numbers, the push comes through. They push at once and in unison. As they swing on him, he tries to catch out the odd member. He tries to do what he can, but as they come towards him, they swarm him. And they finish the job, providing Sinners with a 13th and a 13-9. They finally hit a round on the trot. As they back away themselves, they have Forest there to shut down Oscar. There's the opening. Neofrag on a bit of a hybrid angle now. Does it work out for him? Yes, it does. He lines up 2, makes it 3 at that, and he makes it 4. A beautiful round there. Shuts down every single one. Yeah, absolutely right. And as Oscar shifts his way ahead now, this is a really, really tough spot. As for Dignitas, 30 seconds left. They've got to commit somewhere. But where? Yeah, Oscar falls. This could cause a bit of a hit towards B, but reality is it's going to be a bit of a mid to A hit. But B-Stick's ready for Freiburg. It's down to Halzerk and Forest, and this attack, it's just been dismantled. Like, absolutely dismantled.
And Neofrag, he could do some serious damage. He's actually been significantly better here on this CT side of Vertigo as well, so he'll be able to carry that right across.
They tried to spam that smoke, tried to get an initial player. B-Stick falls. Oscar instantly there to trade. Switches to a deal of his own as he knows that crow's coming. It's Zedko to find yet another, down to a 3-on-2. Low HP on Forest. Heap the only man he really could deliver here, and frankly, as he walks into the crosshair of Oscar, it's a beautiful shot, all on Forest. He's good for 1. It's a nice shot, but 1v2, 7 HP. Shock finishes the job. Sinners, they take map 1, 16-9, as they rise above. This is his home ground of Nuke, in which Dignitas currently boast a bit of a win spree. Of course, Josh will take you into that in just a moment, because to get things underway, we've got a pretty damn quick pistol round. Zedko good for 1, tries to run away, able to double up with the assistance of Oscar, but Heap there to trade him, puts it down to a 4-on-3. The Sinners go to hide, and Dignitas.
Well, Dignitas, with this C4 down and these post-plant positions, they've got a good chance of holding this one up. But as Halzerk gets dinked, the defuse, it's already coming in. The kit's there, the headshots are going through. And Heap, all of a sudden, he's left in a 1-on-4. And there's no chance for him at all. Neofrag even tries to do him dirty and get the kill at the end, but he's not able to do so. So Heap survives.
Dignitas, they get ready to spring their momentum. Let Crow shuts down Shock to get things out. And now, for B-Stick and Neofrag, what can they hope to do? Not much. Neofrag good for 1, trade instantly by Heap. Freiburg now towards backside. Spam down by B-Stick, but B-Stick falls to Heap. It's all on Oscar. 1 versus 4. And for Dignitas, this will be the equalizer. That it is, as it's all tied up. The Sinners move into a... The mollies go down, as do the flashes. Oscar's got a pretty nice angle, though. Zedko and Shock, they ring true, though, just as expected. He's got Oscar there to assist him. Oscar good for 1. Forest there to double down and trade, though. But B-Stick still backside. It's going to continue being a nuisance. Forest eventually finishes the job. But Zedko now, his flank is still something to fear. Heap, he's ready for it, though. And as Heap looks to catch him out, he'll do just that. It's the second for Dignitas, and that forces Sinners down to an eco. Let's see where the full push comes from Dignitas, though. And as they approach a mini, looks like it could just be a hit now, which they descend into. Shock is in a pretty good position to hold this, though, when as they've got a bit of a crossfire with Neofrag. Here comes that initial pick. It's 2 kills apiece. Forest to trade. Shock to cement, though, when as he's quickly attempted to be finished off. B-Stick covers him. As Forest falls, Sinners, this will be a second. Dignitas with only a 1-round differential now.
Dignitas, they need to get a wiggle on. This C4, it's still leaning over towards this B site. I don't think he's got time to rotate. They need to press in and look at Shock. He's in a prime position to deny it. There we go. Peak comes out, takes out Freiburg, and that's it. Pretty much round over, unless Forest can do something crazy here. And Shock, he's just playing his life, dancing on the rafters, hits another headshot. The man that had a very weak performance over on Vertigo is doing quite the opposite here on Nuke. And as B-Stick follows up as well, I'm sure they do so with their crosshairs ready.
Oscar, he legs down Letcrow, can't quite kill him, but Zedko's there to assist. Still with the back and forth. Zedko, he's got to try and hold firm. He's unfortunately swamped by the SG. He falls. Oscar as well, misses the reaggressment. He's able to shut down Forest, though, who was kind of the scary player there. with that SG. Halzuk now with an AK in hand, but with only 12 HP. He could be quickly shot down by the AWP. That he is.
And as we get right into this one, early ULTI deployed, keeping Dignitas at an arm's length. The jump spot there from Letcro. He actually sees Zedko, and off the back of it, they're just going to burst into A and find these headshots once again.
Let's see who's able to come out on top, because right now it looks like it's going to be Dignitas. Once again, they get this site, and for Sinners, a 3-man save. It's going to be a tough ask for them as they're forced forward. Shock's able to shut down the first. Heap trades, but in this 4-on-2. That they do. As the push comes forward, Heap, he'll be the one to try and clear roof. Luckily for him, Sinners, they're nowhere near them. Sinners works out now for Oscar. He's going to try and get the next set. The matter scoped in. He's ready for the attack, but with Heap able to finish off the job onto B-Stick. Should be down to just Zedko, who lines up two. I was about to rule Sinners out the round, but not only does Zedko shut down 2 members, but he also gets the bomb. This is looking really damn strong. So for Letcro, what can he hope to do now as he pushes his way forward? Ready with Util in hand. And, well, is that kindness? Oscar to shut down Forrest. And I'll tell you what, Josh, I think Sinners are recovering this round pretty well as Oscar shuts down Heap. It's all on Letcro, and as he backs away, sure, we'll get a plant, but Zedko, he seems pretty hungry for him.
Still on this angle as well. He's not moved a muscle, and as he starts to creep up, Letcro, he'll spot him, but now Oscar's here to join the party. They can go for a double swing. Letcro working his way back towards the site. He's made some sound. He knows that it's not viable to jump up there any longer, and now he's just waiting on the other side of this reactor. Needs to get the timing right. The timing on the first swing, it's perfect, and Oscar needs to go for the no-scope, but he can't connect it. Letcro, he plays that absolutely perfectly. And that might start to worry him a little bit as his teammates are about to push into B. He's going to be considering, is it a stack towards this B site? Is there a stack towards ramp? It doesn't matter. He's going to call all of his teammates to work their way up, but he's not cleared squeaky. B-Stick, he's good for 2. That's a big mistake there for Freiburg to be calling in his teammates without clearing that close vent angle. And it means that they take a hell of a lot of damage. Sinners right now, that's what it's about. It's about trying to get some kills in. It's about maybe trying to snatch away a rifle or 2. And so far, they're doing a very good job at it.
They absolutely are. Letcro, he's able to hold firm, and as he shuts down Neo, this makes getting out of vents really damn hard for Shock. He's able to pick up an AWP as he does so, though. Scopes in, he's ready for a peek from one of these members. Nothing's come yet, but it's all down to timing. And dink down, Letcro full, switches to the Deagle now. Heap back sight with Freiburg in heaven to support. Shock shuts him down. It's all on Freiburg. Oscar hits the shots. I think they've got time as well. With a bit of a lull, there's Neofrag to shut down Halzuk. On the trade, though, Neofrag doubles down. 2 players hit them on the flank, though. Now Shock towards this vent. He's got Heap to catch out, as it's actually good for 1. Letcro to trade once again, but Zedko now traps in this vent. Should be where he falls. That he does. Letcro finishes the job. For Dig, that'll be 7, and for Sinners,
but they don't find any kills. B-Stick, this is a smart play, wrapping around into Hut. That's going to give them that man advantage they need. And with Oscar catching out the man through the squeaky door, he's not good for a second, but the man advantage still there. The AWP retrieved, and as the digits are tapped in, Sinners, they've got the numbers, and they've got their opponents low on health. They just need to finish this one off. They've got utility behind them as well. They've got no defuse kits is the issue, so they need to speed this up.
We'll see if it works out for them as they push their way forward. And as we wait to see how this hold works for Sinners, there's Forrest, a missed shot punished by him. Letcro gets an extend the matter, but solved by the AK. Now B-Sticks come out on top. Freiburg now left in a 1 versus 3. Tries to do the odd bit of damage wherever possible. He's good for 1. The defuse comes through, though. He's able to cancel it out. Was it quick enough, though? Yes, it was for Dignitas. This could be a really quick kill onto Forrest here if he's able to go for the timing, and that is Letcro good for 1. Forrest, oh, the timing's just heartbreaking. Forrest is going to be able to survive. Neofrag kills 2 on the flank. Heap trades. Now Forrest, as he comes out from Ivy, I apologize, from Secret. This is, I'm lost for words. Shock's just down Heap, sure. Well, 8 seconds left, they win the round, but this has been a bizarre one, Josh.
It really has, yeah. Dignitas run down by the clock. We saw Havu playing a very similar playstyle earlier where they were amongst
You know, some people like playing with cold hands.
That's mental. That is completely mental.
Weird people
like playing with cold hands.
Thank you. I'm glad I have that reassurance. Letcro, he deletes Shock to get things underway for this pistol round. He's even able to double down onto Shock. He'll try to make it further, but Neofrag shuts him down. Neofrag doubles down on that as well. He'll even try to triple down as Heap takes a fair bit of damage. Heap does come out on top, though, but not before he's also able to finish off B-Stick. Oscar, the last left standing in a 1v3. What can he hope to do now?
I feel like this was quite an important round for Sinners to take, and they've been completely dismantled. As Holzerk, even wrapping around towards ramp, he's still fully aware that Oscar could be reaggressing here from T-Spawn. Well, Shock on the other side of his smoke spamming away. He's going to do a lot of damage. Actually takes out Heap. And as he works his way towards ramp, he's going to have to take another duel. Can't quite win it, but Oscar's there to trade. Man advantage now for Sinners as they work their way down to B. And they're going to be challenged by Forest, but he's only got an MP9. This could be the chance for Sinners to get back in here.
Very well could be. Forest is just trying to tease over this initial point, but Neofrag shuts him down. It falls into a 4-on-5, and as more damage is done, Oscar spams down Freiburg, all on Lecro now, and at long last, it looks like we've seen a almost spray of hope for Sinners as they shut down Dignitas and to what avail? Lecro, he falls with 3 players left standing as well. This is exactly what they need.
Forrest has found himself an AK. It's looking like they do actually want to press further forward for this too. With the peak about to come in from Heaven Heap. That's a nice headshot. And that might even initiate a retake. There's plenty of time on this bomb with Holzerk finding another. It falls onto Shock here. He needs to clutch up a 1v3 to not lose to an eco. And the double headshot, it's insane. Here's the man coming above. Triples down. It's a quad kill for the round from the man. And whilst it shouldn't have come that close, Shock makes sure that it doesn't go any further. And Heap on ramp, the only defender here to try and stop his opponents from actually taking this site.
And he does, and the Salsa shuts down Neofrag. Heap's able to double down. Heap makes it 3, and I think we've just seen a complete collapse from Sinner's point as
he wants to find 2 for his troubles. This would be crazy. Is he actually creeping under the scope?
No, he doesn't look down.
That is a ballsy play. As you're absolutely right. You have to look down there if you're creeping past the scope. Of course, everybody on Dignitas, a full investment. Those M4s at AWP and Lecro. Even though he's playing Zedko's angle here in Garage, it's just not anticipated at all. They're completely mowed down by him. He is dinked by the Glock. That doesn't do a huge amount of that kind of range, but he does call for support on Lecro, and Lecro is able to finish off that one too. Beautiful stuff there. Freiburg actually finds that 5th, and Dignitas, they have a flawless round going into that 21st, which pushes them on to 13. This is kind of a must-win round for Sinners, though, and there we go. Shock actually finding that second. Openers towards this A site, but he bounces one back. The nade comes through, brings it back into a 2-on-2 with Holzak hitting the AWP shot, and Heap, he's kind of pincering in Neofrag right now whilst he takes damage from the engagement. Oscar, he's not aware that Heap's behind him, and Heap's able to double down and take that round. In fact, he actually triples down. I mean, bearing in mind this is almost a guaranteed 15th here for Dignitas. We then need 7 in a row. But just as I say the word guaranteed, we see Zedko hit a beautiful 1-dig with Holzerk on this AWP. He needs to connect right now. Whilst he does find the first, that's going to be the cue to swing. And you know that Neofrag, he's just a bait there. Shock's happy to swing out and trade 1 for 1. Sacrifice that deagle for an AWP. And now with a man advantage and a couple of weapons behind them, Sinners I've got a real chance at this round. Lecro creeping his way up secret. Will be able to find Beaststick. It's a messy spray, but he wins the duel.
Dignitas, a bit of a slow start to their retake, but Lecro wants single door. He'll look to punish Shock as his Molly gets the first kill. Now the trade is not quite there, but they swing in unison. It's now down to Zedko. Asko absolutely huge. He goes to Trigger Discipline, shuts down Forest, turns around, doubles up onto Oscar. Onto Freiburg as Oscar falls. And now for Lecro, what can he do? Lecro hits the shot, but time, it's already expended. Sinners, they make it 9, and they do have Freiburg to worry about towards single door, but as Lecro tries to make his way towards secret, he's able to shut down Beaststick down to another 3-on-3 with the exact same players. So let's see if there's a different outcome this time as Shock hiding towards ramp is going to try and get the timing play. As Oscar, he's already being swamped by the vent players. Halzuk, he realizes that timing is of the essence, and well, this duel with Shock is going to be everything. Shock, he gives his position away, he shows his presence, and with Oscar falling now, it's all on Zedko. He's good for 1, but he needs to shut down Lecro. Lecro, he's going to try and pressure him down, but all the while, this duel towards ramp, it's everything. Halzuk finishes the job. It's 15 for Dignitas, and for Sinners now, with little money, this is a tough spot. Are they expecting the Heaven play? No, they're not. So for Freiburg and Forest eventually turns around, but for a moment that could have been scary. As they do turn around, it's the Oscar. He's caught out by Forest. His follow-up push goes through. Zedko good for another. Neofrag doubles down, though. And now in a 3-on-3, Beaststick's kill onto Lecro's perfect. As Sinners show that they still have the signs of life. And I'll tell you what, Josh, I just glanced at Dignitas' money.
whilst I think it's very, very unlikely, I think that it's something they could definitely do.
Well, it could be something they can do. Let's see if it works out for them, because as we wait for this push to come through, there's a...
Fires off a couple of shots through the squeaky door, incredibly close to connecting, but can't hit anybody. No damage taken here from Sinners as they start to press out onto this A site. They face up against the M4 on Heap, that's able to double up, can't quite triple, but as the USP does damage, Holzerk's able to find another shot, and all of a sudden, this one has become very, very winnable for Dignitas. A 2 versus 1, Oscar, he spammed through the smoke, he's down to 40 points of health. He still thinks there's a man towards heaven, he's absolutely wrong. And as he taps in these digits, he could just be swarmed. It's looking like that's the case, and it's let grow right through the smoke to finish off the job. 16-11, Grammar. Dignitas are able to take that second map, and we're going to be going to the third of Train.
For now, let's see who's able to kind of kickstart this retake. In a 5-on-4, this is still a really tough spot for Sinners. They do have a smoking kit, those make their lives easier. But with Letcrow shutting down Shock, Oscar sure he trades, but Forrest doesn't expect the players to come down from behind him over in Pop Dog. He's caught out by Zedco, though, from behind. It's all on Letcrow. Through the smoke, can he finish the job? No, he can't. For Sinners, that'll be a pistol round, and this will be their chance to try and pull ahead. Now we've seen the pistol round. That was pretty one-sided, to say the least. And for Dignitas, SMGs and a single AUG with them, the Dignitas buy of AKs and Galils actually beats it. And for Letcrow, he's going to try and ring out a few shots just to keep Oscar back for the time being. Hasn't quite done so just yet, though, when as Heap fires the first kill, Oscar falls, and now the trade has to come through from B-Stick, but he can't do so either. Now Neofrag has to absolutely go huge. He's good for 1. He knows there's others to worry about, and Letcrow just deletes him. It's down to Zedco, 1 versus 3. I'll tell you what, Josh, I think for Dignitas, this will be a second.
It could well be. What a way to bounce back as well after losing that pistol. Of course, getting that bomb plant, it gives you that money to buy up, and it works out beautifully for them. They come into this next, and that's where it starts to get quite one-sided.
And it could be Zedco go for 1, Oscar there to trade, and now I tell you what, Sinners, they're looking to maybe keep it even, but Forrest, he's taking some lovely shots. He looked to make it 3, on to make it 4, but Neofrag is able to prevent it from spiraling out of control too quickly. But Shock again, a wonderful shot by him now as Freiburg looks to cross. Shock spots him out. Oh, the shot just whizzes over Freiburg's head. Try and pull ahead as Halzok shifts his way forward. The flash goes out towards main. There's the first kill. B-Stick falls. Oscar's able to trade, though. An effective trade, and that should spur on the attack. But Neofrag, what good does it do? He checks. Letcrow finishes the job, and it should be a quick clean-up from here. Zedco centre sight. So they push their way forward. We see a brief lull in which Dignitas forced away, and well, as they try to respond with a full execution towards B, it's going to be Freiburg who's taken down. Zedco's able to shut down Forrest once again as well. And for a 5-on-2 now, Heap, his response on the Shock's a perfect opening, but as the spray down comes through, Halzok trades onto B-Stick, Neofrag onto Heap. Beautiful shot, and as Neofrag's able to double down.
Oh, Heap seems to be aware of this aggression, but Oscar hits the shot regardless. Oscar doubles up as well, and that's the C4. This round becomes very winnable right now for Sinners. There's nobody else from Dignitas anywhere near. Forrest drops down this ladder, and there we go. The element of surprise. B-Stick, he's only got a second there to react, and as Oscar hits the shots, Sinners, they turn the round.
Will it be powerful to what extent? And, well, as Oscar shuts down Forrest, that's a beautiful opening there. 3 quick kills for Sinners. Traded out by Alza, but it's a what avail. B-Stick to finish the job, put Sinners around up.
It's just running down this clock. They want to buy it down to 20 seconds, then push out and try and get the C4. They think that that's their best chance of getting it down. And whilst Freiburg can narrowly wriggle his way past Oscar's AWP,
You're absolutely right, and as Frost shuts down the first member, trades back and forth, leave a perfect opportunity for Dignitas to try and respond. And, well, Zedco, that's the response that they were waiting for, but this time it goes in favour of Sinners. They're into a 3-on-3, and for Dignitas, as they slowly push their way forward, they're trying to outmaneuver Sinners, but outmaneuver to what's avail, Josh. Letcrow, he's holding as firm as he can. Hal's a beautiful shot onto Shock there to get that man advantage, but as Oscar drops down into Pop Dog, Letcrow, is he expecting? I think he kind of is, but How is Oscar surviving that? But he's given his position away. And now Zedko, he's in an almost impossible spot. He's got players from all around him. He swings into him. He finishes the job. Frostka, he might just have to save. And, well, they have money, but it's nice to hold on to it. And for Dignitas, this should be a quick little fifth. Yeah, you're absolutely right. And, Orpa, nice weapon to hold on to. It can do that extra bit of damage. And Oscar, the man, to try and hold it. He rings out a shot. He actually misses it uncharacteristically. Knowing that they'll be scoped in on him, he turns his attention towards Upper, where he catches out the first member. Tagged down, he now has to hide, but he knows that the plant goes down. He's got a teammate there to help him, with Freiburg disappearing into the back line, pushing his way forward. Spots out the first member. Good for one, traded by Shock. There's a back and forth in which a lot of damage is done to these Sinners members. Now even the Glocks look scary. As Heap sits back down towards Oil, he's ready for the initial attack. The nade finishes off Halzug, but the Glock, just like that, can be scary. Forest is towards Upper, though, to help out, and Forest now is alone towards Upper. He's going to be a one-shot to Oscar and Neofrag, but little does he know that Shock on full HP is going to be the one close sight. Tagged down initially, he's got the ult now posted on him, and as he gets ready to swing into them, that bomb is actually taking down pretty damn low. Neofrag swings wide, though. He finishes the job for Sinners. That'll be 7. We see Freiburg pushed up, ready, holding this close angle. Shock falls, B-stick trades, down into a 4-on-3. And as Letcro now sits carrying backside, Zedko continues to peek straight into him. It's a beautiful shot by Letcro. He needs to be able to double down there. He'll look to make it 3. Can't do so as B-stick catches out the first member. Then that bomb is being stuck. B-stick now ready for Halzug, able to try and shut him down, but it does not matter. Heap on the flank, even unable to get the kill. Well, he's had a pretty good game so far. Can he try single-handedly to stop a push? Well, shutting down 2 members, even making it 3. He looks like he bloody can. He's got Halzug to worry about as well. Swings straight into him. Can't quite finish the job, though. Halzug, just 33 HP, is able to get this bomb plant now. This will trigger the push. This will trigger the retake instantly from Sinners as they push their way forward. Letcro, he's the first to fall. The first casualty of this retake. And as Halzug to shift his way forward, he's got B-stick to worry about for good damn reason. B-stick jumps up towards the side. 4x3, though, means he doesn't see Halzug. Halzug eventually is spotted out, though. He'll fall nonetheless. Forest now the last man left standing, having turned search towards Rab. As he delves on down, he'll be running straight into the awaiting Neofrag. He'll send him to a very early grave. It's going to be a 9th for Sinners now as they find their rhythm and they find their catalyst to bring them. Oscar and Zedko, they're not going quietly. It's 2 quick kills. They've got forwarded positions on Heap and Freiburg. But forwarded positions mean what when the entire area around it gets taken down? The Molly is going to try and force these members out of position. Instead, it's going to land towards White. Heap ready for Zedko. There's the first. He doubles down as well, though, from Rab. He makes it 3. Now for Oscar, alone in a 1 versus 3. Caught out by Heap, who hits the ace in that round. And, well, if that's what it takes to bring Dignitas to 6th, let's see if they're able to do so. As for Dignitas, their defense is going to consist of arm around the board, but that's kit and smoke to their hands. And tell you what, Zedko, he's going for a ballsy buy. We see a deagle in his hand. He deletes him, though. That first kill forces Sinners to now go that bit more aggressive. And for Zedko, that must have been a miss by surely, because he's on a deagle with no utility whatsoever. Heap and Freiburg, they too find some kills. And as it falls down, it's a Shock to get the next set of the matter. It's a complete collapse. Dignitas, they hit 7 and a flawless pistol round.
He's had some chances to farm some kills, and here's another one. No flashbang to accompany them. They just go for the wide swing, and Heap, he's only good for 1 before he drops. Lots of damage dealt means that all of these members are low, and Forest, he's the lucky man, and Freiburg with it to swing out and find all 4 of them. It goes 9-8. Dignitas, they rack up some cash off of it.
What can they do? This is their first buy. This is where they test the metal of Dignitas. They do so with a straight execution. Forest completely blinded, pushes forward towards red. Lets Zedko, though, there to trade, but elsewhere, Freiburg and Heap have found kills of their own. Traded out again, leaves Freiburg one of the low defenders towards this site, but Halzug's there to chime in just in the nick of time. With a 2k on that Famas, despite being knocked down to 19 HP. Let's see what they can do now. And for Heap, he knows full well that Oscar's going to jump across. He's good for 1. He's even able to convert onto the AK. It all falls down to Neofrag. Sure, he shuts down that orb. Sure, if he can get away, he'll probably be able to save it. But Heap, he's going to try to get that. And whilst they try to mitigate the damage, we see Neofrag shifting his way forward, trying to peek over the smoke. But Halzug, he's ready for it. It's Dignitas to take the lead. They take the lead, going 10-9. And one of them's Halzug, and tell you what, Josh, he has the starting tendency to bite. Well, he misses his shot here. Letcro certainly won't. Lines up the first, tries to double down, digs down Zedko, but is unable to finish the job. Neofrag rings true onto Halzug as well. Down to a 2-on-2, a very winnable situation for either party. And Zedko on low HP, he's going to try and dump that util before he falls. Otherwise, he's going to be in a bit of trouble. Neofrag, beautiful shot to get things underway, though. Spots out Forest, spots out Heap as well. Heap shifting forward, takes down Zedko. Now it's definitely doable. He's got a nade to work with. He's got a molly out of that, and so from Neofrag, tags Heap down to just 7 HP. The Glock should finish the job, but Heap is just going to stick it. He's going to stick that bomb, and it's perfect. That's 11 for Dignitas now. It was a neo frag.
Well, I'm surprised that they didn't think he had fallen back there. I thought that was definitely their kind of thought process with that, and that's what Freiburg was going for. But a brilliant bait, and look at that from Heap. Unbelievable 1D, even double dipping here as he gets legged down by the AWP. He's still here to try and contest this C4 control, and as he confirms that there's a man flanking him from behind, Holzert can finish him. Beastick gets the flank, but a 2-on-2, and look at that time, Krem, and there's only 15 seconds on this clock. They've just about retrieved the C4, but as Lecro drops it, that's it. There's no time for Beastick to retrieve it and get that bomb down. This was a freebie round for Sinners, and it's fallen away from them. Beastick just about able to save that AWP and bring it into the next, but Dignitas, they show they've still got life in them, and they fight back at a time that you wouldn't expect.
As well as Sinners, this is a round that always counts as double. And Heap, that aggression, that trade is perfect. Halslock's able to double down. Shockey's able to trade, though, keeping it even. But it's allowed them to get out of May. And with Oscar finishing off Halzerk, now this is trouble for Dignitas. 25 seconds left. Shock's going to punch in those numbers. Freiburg will try and trade it. He can do just that, though. Quick kill there. Oscar will try to spam down with that ult. He can't finish the job, though. Neofrag tries to aggress, shuts him down, leaves it all on Lecro. Lecro on a very long flank all the way through a main. But unfortunately for him, the bombers are planted for him. He'll sprint his way forward. He'll try to get to this flanking position as quick as humanly possible. But it is as quick as humanly possible, fast enough. We look at this angle from Oscar. He's almost expecting it. Lecro, he's seen him. But does he... Is he able to hold from him? Oscar scoped in. I don't know if he saw the kind of tail end of Lecro there. As Lecro shifts his way forward, he spotted out. Oscar lands the kill as they try to cement it. Dignitas, they're already there to try and stop this plant. The numbers punched in. Here comes the aggression from Halzok. Scopes in. Shockey's able to get the first. Zedko instantly there to trade, though. Halzok is going to pick straight into Zedko, though. Zedko, timing does not bless him. Forrest onto Oscar, leaves it all onto Beastick. And in a 1 versus 4, with no util to assist him, I think we may have seen Dignitas win on their force buy. They tapped that bomb once. Beastick is going to swing straight into Forrest's AWP, but as he does so, he'll be swinging to his death. Dignitas, they take the lead 30-12. They prevent Sinners from trying to establish a lead on their T side.
Lecro's Desert Eagle becomes an AK, and Holzak still on this AWP.
Ooh.
Can't connect the shot. He's flashed off the angle. That gives Sinners a chance to get onto this bomb site, but Lecro's still here to cause a ruckus. Headshot found, and as he creeps up on top of the train, he'll do further damage, but no kill. Man advantage still here for Dignitas, but as the C4 goes down, Sinners, they've got a chance.
There's a chance, but it's a fleeting one. Halzak onto Shock's able to trade. Oscar, though, gets the next stay in the manner. Onto Forrest, into a 2-on-2. Beastick no 1 HP. Oscar with negligible amounts as well. And with Halzak posted on this left side angle, the second Oscar swings, it's to his death. And he must be having a sixth sense telling him that this all was posted. He, a beautiful shot to shut down Oscar. It's all on Beastick with just 6 HP left. What can he hope to do? Their nade goes out. Heap finishes the job. Dignitas, they hit 14. And they force Sinners to an awful bye. As it tries to hold firm, we see Beastick able to shut down Freiburg. There's the opening that's required. Through the smoke, a few shots ring out either way, though. Forrest completely blind, looks to go and hide. A Shock finishes the job on him. It looks like Sinners may have got the ball rolling here. Trades either way, though. Heap onto Neofrag gives them a glimmer of hope. Heap able to double down as well with the assistance of Holes. Leaving all of Beastick and Shock, both of which show they're fetching around towards this position of back line. Beastick alone on just 7 HP. What can he hope to do in a 1 versus 3? He's got Heap towards a side. Again, Heap, who's just been incredible this round. And for Beastick, he needs to hit every single shot perfectly. He doesn't have a chance for a mistake. Lecro punishes it anyway. And for Dignitas, that's 15. That's match point. That's series points.
Well, as the nades rain over towards this B site, it could be for the final time, but it's all a big bamboozle. They're not even committing to this. I didn't realize where the C4 was. It's on Shock and it's over towards A. They're going to press in for a final push towards this Alpha bomb site, and it's completely shut down. In a matter of seconds, Dignitas take it over the top, but look at that. Blink and you'll miss it. All 5 kills come in through in unison, and that's going to be their spot in the grand finals. Sinners fall, and Granna, I hate to say it, but it was the 2-1 for Dignitas.